Hey, what's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Dr. Vincent Esposito, and welcome to episode 2 of our cooking show. So today we're going to be making homemade falafels, and we're going to put those on some wraps with a Mediterranean salad. Now, the reason I wanted to go with falafel this early is I'm a big fan of batch cooking, and the ability to make falafel in bunches gives you something you can use, something in your arsenal that you can use, say, for lunch. Lunch is always a big thing. I get questions on what can I have for lunch? What can I eat for lunch? Well, batch cooking and meal prepping is something I'm a big fan of because it kind of gives you a lot of free time once you do it that one time. So I'll walk you through how to make falafel today. We're gonna put it on a wrap. We'll make a nice dressing. We'll make an awesome Mediterranean salad. And yeah, let's get to it. But before we do, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. Again, I'm coming out with videos at least twice a week, everything nutrition, health, wellness, longevity, now some recipes too. I'm really excited to do these cooking ones, so I hope you enjoy it. Let's get right to it. Okay, so for our falafel, you'll see we have some chickpeas, chickpea flour, salt, pepper, cumin, garlic powder. Those are our spices. We're also gonna have some tahini, shallots, lemon, and some parsley. And you'll see I'm saving the rest of the parsley for the salad that we're gonna do later. So we have our food processor. We're gonna add a little bit of the garlic. We're gonna add some shallots. We're gonna add some of the chickpeas. And just so ahead of time, I do this in bunches, so you'll notice I'm not using all the ingredients. It's because I went back and repeated this process. So if you have a bigger food processor, you can maybe fit all of this in there. If not, you're just gonna have to do it in batches. So in goes parsley, salt. We're gonna add some pepper. We're gonna realize I need to add a little bit more salt because I did not have enough. We're gonna add some of that garlic powder. We're gonna hit it with a little bit of chickpea flour. So for this first batch, I added a little bit, but then realized it was a little bit too airy. So I stopped using the chickpea flour. So in there goes tahini. In there goes a little bit of cumin. And then we're gonna juice our lemon in there. And now it is time to start the food processing process. So we get started. I realized that it's not emulsifying the way I wanted it to, so I'm adding some extra virgin olive oil to help emulsify it and then going back at it with the food processor. Now, if something gets stuck on top and it's not blending properly, use a fork to mix it around and make sure it blends evenly. And then we will have our mixture ready to go. Now I have 2 baking trays ready to go. I have a oven preheated to 350 degrees, and once these are all plated on our baking trays, they're going in for about 20-25 minutes, and in the meantime we're going to get everything else prepped. So now to our salad. We have some cucumbers, we have some tomatoes, parsley, some Kalamata olives. We're going to add lemon juice, and we're going to add a few other more chopped up shallots. And this is simply, we're just putting everything together in our bowl, and then we're going to give it a good mix. Now, you can also fry the falafel. They will keep their shape a little bit better. Sometimes when you bake them, they'll flatten out a little bit. You'll see the end product in a minute. But because I was making them in such a large batch, it's much easier to bake them. Now, I added a little bit of salt. That's really to taste, and if you add more olives, you might not necessarily need it. So it's really up to you, and play around with the recipe. So now it's time to make our dressing. So we have some tahini, some mustard. We're gonna add a little bit of salt if it's needed. That's depending on the mustard. And you'll notice that I'm gonna add some lemon juice and water towards the end too. Now you'll see in this beginning part, I only mixed those first 3 ingredients and realized it was too thick. So I needed to add a little bit of water to thin it out, and then I wanted to add some more acidity. So I ended up cutting another lemon and juicing it. And you'll see some of this is feel. You wanna find those flavors you like. And for me, that was a big thing. So now I got the flavor I wanted, and now it's time to plate everything. So on the bottom of our falafel, we're gonna put bottom of our wrap, we're gonna put our sauce, we're gonna add some falafel, we're gonna mist the plate with some salad, and then actually get it in the second time. Then we're gonna pretend I can fold, which I can't do. We're gonna add some salad to the side so we can take a half decent picture. And then our plate is good to go.
All right, so now let's get to trying this. Let's get a bite in. That's really good. So, the falafel's cooked that the outside is a little crisp, the inside soft. Oh my God, that's good. You get the crunch of the cucumbers and the tomatoes. The parsley comes through, you get a little bit of that Dijon mustard that gets in there. It's a really nice mix. So, I know I went with wraps for the first 2 videos. It wasn't really planned like that, but I wanted to do the falafel because again, like you can make it in batches. And the Mediterranean salad specifically, you can keep for days. It marinates a little bit in the lemon juice so you can stay a couple days if you want. Super versatile dishes. They add crunch to things. They add a ton of different flavor. A lot of this is obviously Greek inspired, but I hope you give this a shot at home. And if you do, please let me know how it comes out. You could leave some information in the comments. I'd be happy to see them and answer any questions you might have. But I hope you found this video interesting. I really want to keep doing these cooking videos if the feedback's good. But until next time, hope you enjoyed this video and take care, guys.